Hello and welcome to my 1902 farmhouse and my craft room. My name is Alicia with Country Mama Musings, and we're here today to work on this fun block. It's called the Fan and Popcorn block number 41 for our Heirloom Afghan crochet along. So grab your supplies and let's get started. We're going to be using our size H crochet hook, and we're going to be using color C, whatever you've determined to be color C. For me, that is teal. And so let's go ahead and get started with block 41, the Fan and Popcorn block. This one sounds like fun. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start with a slip knot and get that onto our hook. And we're going to chain 26. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. So here are our 26 chains to get our block started. Let's move on to row 1. Row 1 is very simple. We're just going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook and in each chain across. So not counting the loop that's on our hook, we're going to the second chain. Here's 1, here's 2. We're just going to place a single crochet in this stitch and in every stitch across, making sure that you do your best to try to get 2 loops onto your hook there when you're making those single crochets. There's 3 single crochet, here's 4. We want 25 when we get to the end. I'll meet up with you there. 4, here's our last chain, don't forget that last chain, and 25. So at the end of row 1, we should have 25 nice, neat, sometimes curlicue single crochet. Let's move on to row 2. We're going to chain 3 and turn 1, 2, 3, and we're going to turn our work. This chain 3 counts as our first double crochet of this row. We're going to double crochet in the very next stitch. So not this first stitch, because this belongs to that stitch. We're going to go to the next stitch here and place a double crochet, making sure we get both the front loop and the back loop on our hook, and completing that double crochet. We're going to hop right into the thick of this pattern, and we're going to work a popcorn in the very next stitch. We're going to place 5 double crochet in this next stitch and work our popcorn. So here's 1 double crochet, 2, 3, 4, and 5 double crochet for our popcorn. We're going to take our hook off of our work. We're going to find these little V's and count back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to place our hook into that stitch, getting the front loop and the back loop. Reach behind and put that loop back on our hook. Provide a little tension and then pull it through and close it with a chain. That makes our popcorn stitch right there. So we're starting out with a popcorn almost right away on row 2. We're going to skip the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're skipping those. And in this very next stitch right here, we're going to work a fan. This fan is going to be bigger than the fan that we did in our last block, the fan stitch. This fan has 9 treble crochet. So we're going to have to work 9 treble crochet in this one little stitch. It's going to take up a lot of real estate, but let's go. Into the stitch, getting the front loop and the back loop. Here is our first treble crochet. 2, 3, 4. Here's where, when I get to 4, I usually like to try to push my work aside a little bit and make a little bit more room. This is going to be close. 5, running out of yarn here. 6, 7, 8. It is getting to be a tight fit, I'm telling you, but you can do it. One more. We've got just enough room to get one more treble crochet in there and complete that fan. So pretty. Look at that fan. Oh my goodness. We've got a popcorn and a fan already. This is going to be a beautiful, beautiful block. We're going to skip the next 4 stitches. So make sure you push that fan out of the way. Don't miss any stitches here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to make a popcorn in the very next stitch right here. So we're going to place our 5 double crochet right here in this stitch. Make sure you get the front loop and the back loop. So here's 1 double crochet, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Taking our hook off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, counting back to here. This was the first stitch, our first double crochet. Putting the loop back on our hook, providing a little tension as we pull that through and close it with a chain. So now we have a popcorn, a fan, and a chain. Oh, a popcorn, a fan, and a popcorn, sorry. Okay, moving on. We're going to do that one more time. We're going to skip 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to place 9 treble crochet in the very next one. So yarn over twice. I'm just going to go into that stitch before I lose it. It's right there. There we go. And completing. I will be so glad once this block starts growing and I don't have this little curly snake tail in my way. A little annoying, isn't it? 2 treble crochet. 3 treble crochet, 4. That's where I like to move my work aside a little bit, get a little more room. 5. 6. 7, 2 more, 8, 1 more in there, and 9. I tell you, if they ask for 10, I don't think I could do it. We're going to skip 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to place a popcorn right here in this next one. So in that 5th stitch, placing a popcorn, 5 double crochet, 3, 4, and 5 right here at the very end, counting over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, grabbing that loop and putting it back on and closing it. Oh, look how pretty that is, but we're not done yet. We've got a couple more stitches here at the end of our row. What are we going to do with these? It says we're going to double crochet in the last 2 single crochet. So here's 1 stitch here. This gets a double crochet. Got 1 more here at the end. This is the one that always gives us trouble. Make sure you get 2 loops on there, not just 1, and complete that double crochet. Let's take our hook off of our work here and take a look at this beautiful block. Oh my goodness, this is going to be so pretty. So you should have 3 popcorns and 2 big beautiful fans by the time you get to the end of row 2. Let's move on to row 3. Hey, are you enjoying putting together all of the beautiful heirloom sampler blocks for our heirloom Afghan crochet along? If so, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, check out the playlist that has all of the videos for every block for our crochet along, and be sure to share the video with your friends that like to crochet. Okay, let's get back to our project for this week. Row 3 is very simple. We're just going to chain 1 and turn our work, and we're going to work a single crochet in every single stitch across. I'm going to count this with you just so that your stitch count is not off and you know where to place your stitches. We've got these 2 double crochet here. Let's put a single crochet in there. There's 1, the next one is 2. This gap here where we made this chain to close our popcorn, that's where I'm going to put my 3rd single crochet. And then as I work across, there's this gap right here. Don't work in that. Go to your treble crochet right there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Here's that chain 1 space for the popcorn. Put your single crochet in there. 13. Remember to skip this gap and go right here to this treble here. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We're going to go into that chain 1 space for 23. Skipping over the popcorn, and we've got these 2 double crochet here. Remember, we're skipping this gap right here? Right here, 24. And then this chain 3 counted as a double crochet. So we're going to stitch into the top of that for 25. That's 25 single crochet across the back side of our work. So we're going to repeat row 2 and row 3 until our work measures approximately 7 inches square. I'm going to work row 2 with you one more time, row 3 with you one more time, and then we'll get caught up as we go. But let's go back. Let's do row 2 again. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn our work. We're going to double crochet in the next single crochet, not this first one, the next one. Place a double crochet right there. In the very next stitch, we're working a popcorn. So 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, whoops, 4, and 5. Removing our hook, going to the very first stitch of that popcorn, putting a loop back on our hook and pulling it through and closing it with a chain. We're going to skip the next 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4. The very top of our fan here, we're going to work another fan. So in that 5th stitch, we're going to place 9 treble crochet. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Myself a little bit more room there. 5, 6, 7, 8. We need to get one more in there. And we go. There's our second fan. We're going to skip 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And right here in this next one, we're going to do a popcorn. So here's our first double crochet of our popcorn. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, removing our hook and counting back 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the 5th V there, right there, and then getting that loop back on our hook and pulling that through and closing it with a chain. We're going to skip 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here in that 5th stitch, another fan, 9 more treble crochets. So here's our first one. The first one's always kind of tricky because that one little loop just kind of hangs out there all by itself. So glad I don't have that little snake tail to contend with anymore. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I didn't stop and make room, did I? 7, 8, and 9. There's our last treble crochet for that fan. We're going to skip 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and right here in this very next stitch, we're going to make a popcorn. 5 double crochet. 1, 2. This is a fun pattern. 3, 4, and 5. Removing our hook and counting back 5 V's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the 5th one's always kind of tricky because it's right there where that fan ended. Don't go in this space. Make sure you actually get the stitch. Get that loop back on your hook and pull it through. Chain 1 to close. We've got 2 stitches left here. We're going to double crochet in each of those. So there's 1 and there's 2. So there is our second repeat, or actually it's a first repeat the second time we've done row 2. Oh my gosh, this is a fun block. Look at that. So we've got 2 rows of popcorns and 2 rows of fans. I'm going to work with you one more time on row 3 as we work the single crochets across the back. So getting our hook back onto our work here for row 3, we're going to chain 1 and turn. And we want 25 single crochet across. Remember, we've got these 2 double crochet here. This was a little tricky. So here's 1 single crochet in the very first double crochet. Here's a single crochet in the very next double crochet. That's 2. We've got this space here where we did this chain to close up our popcorn. That's 3. Skipping this loop that pulls open right here, we're going to go right to that treble crochet. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is a stitch right here. Don't forget that one. 12. Here is our chain. 13. We're skipping that little gap right there where that pulls. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Don't miss that last treble. 23 goes in the chain space. We're skipping that gap. We've got these 2 here at the end. 24, And this very last stitch here, which was our chain 3 that counted as a stitch, 25. So there we've repeated row 3 again across the back of our block. Let's look at the front of our block again. So fun. Oh my goodness, that's fun. So now what you want to do is you're going to repeat rows 2 and rows 3 until your block is approximately 7 inches square. Now I say square, we know that because of these bumps up here, it's not going to stay square, but once you get your edging on, it will square it out a little bit. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to continue working rows 2 and 3 until we're almost to the size we want it, and then I'll come back and check in with you and we'll see how our block is looking. So keep crocheting rows 2 and rows 3, and I'll catch up with you when I'm close to being done with this block. Okay, well, we're here at the end of our block of these popcorns and fans, the fan and popcorn block number 41 of our crochet along. Look at this fun block. Look how pretty it is. I ended up doing the repeat of the popcorn and the fans 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I ended with row 3, which is the single crochet row. Let me double check here. Yes, I ended with row 3, which is the single crochet row. Now, I've got this the size I needed. It is comparable to our other blocks across and from top to bottom. Once we do our edging around this is going to flatten this out a little bit and bring this up, bring these down. This is going to kind of squish together here, and then this will pull up. So once we get the edging on, this will come together nicely. But what a fun block. Could you imagine an entire blanket in this? This would be fun. All right, the only thing left to do is put your edging on. Do not finish off when you get done with your row 2s and 3s. You want to do round 1 of your edging in the same color as your block, and I'll put the video for that, the link up at the top there. It's also in the description box. Then you're going to do round 2 of your edging in color A, whatever you determined that to be. Then the only thing left to do is to get a tag, put the name of your block on it, the color, the what block number it is, all that good information. Get that on your block and put it somewhere where it will stay safe and dry until we're ready to put all of our blocks together for our Afghan. So thank you so much for joining me here today here at the farm in my craft room. I had a lot of fun with this one. This one is a really neat block. And it's funny to think that really all the way across, all you have is just 3 popcorns and 2 fans. It's just 5 things, but it sure did take a little while to put it all together. But what a fun block it is. All right, friends, until I see you again here on the farm, which should be next week, we're going to be working on block 42, which is called the fan trellis. Oh, more fans. That should be fun. So until I see you then for the fan trellis for block 42, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and have a blessed day, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.